us, Nick?
A gripping story of love and survival. Nicholas Sparks has done it yet again, friends, with Safe Haven. How are you? I'm Jason Kennedy from E! News, and I'm here live with Josh Duhamel and Julianne Hough, the lovely Julianne Hough, stars of the latest adaptation from best-selling author Nicholas Sparks' book, Safe Haven. Good to see you guys. This is going to be fun.
Good to see you, too.
Thank you very much. And we can't leave out this man right here, live via satellite, Nicholas Sparks himself.
Who's that? Oh, it's Nick!
We know who that is. How you doing, Nicholas?
Hey, thank you. I am far, far away at the present time. I'm in North Carolina where we filmed this magical movie. So I actually feel a kindred spirit. I feel closer to the film right now than I think any of you do, since I'm so close.
By the way, that's where all the magic happens, on that desk right there. He just told us.
All the writing goes down there?
That's where it goes down right there.
That's right.
I like that.
All of the books, all different languages.
Did you see this?
There it is. All right, in a moment, we're going to show you the never-before-seen and highly anticipated trailer for Safe Haven in theaters this February. But first up, Julianne, we got to talk about your character, Katie. What attracted you to this role?
Oh, man. Well, one, Nicholas Sparks. I love Nicholas Sparks. Two, Josh.
So far, great answers.
So far, great answers for Katie,
You're batting 1,000.
I get my things done at the beginning.
Take care of business.
My thank yous. But no, honestly, the reason why I love Katie so much is because, one, I definitely can relate personally, and I think a lot of women can relate to her. It's always really amazing the kind of things that you go through in life, and then at the end of the day finding love and figuring out who you are is and having love to kind of save you is kind of the best thing that could ever happen. So it's really great, and I love all the characters in the movie. So but Katie, for one, she's a strong girl who's very guarded and has a lot of walls up. When she first goes to Southport, there's a little bit of a secret that she's keeping from people, but she breaks down those walls and has these really great friends that help her do so. And of course, a love.
Yeah, and Josh, you play Alex, who in a sense is a bit of a safe haven for Katie's character. What do we need to know about him?
When I first read the script, I loved the overall story. It was finding what makes a guy who's been widowed, who has 2 young kids, who doesn't really have much exciting going on the surface, and that's what to me is what made it really interesting, is because those kinds of people are the ones that make it that much more of more of a process to figure out what makes these kind of people tick, and that's what I really wanted to do, and the story was just great, and that's mostly why I wanted to be a part of it.
And I bet you guys had some fun making this. You knew each other before a little bit, right?
Yeah, we did know each other a little bit before, but this was fun. I mean, we really got to know each other, and it was like we were on summer camp in Southport, North Carolina, because it's not a big population, so everybody was always hanging at the beach, and on like a side note on the weekends, and it was just really fun. And Lasse, the director, is so fun, and he's so cute.
I wish Lasse was here right now.
Yeah.
Have you met Lasse?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
He is one of the sweetest dudes you'll ever meet.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's Swedish. He's sweet and he's Swedish.
And you can't go wrong with that.
No.
And I got to say, personally, I've interviewed you maybe once or twice before, Julianne, a handful of times. Like the nicest people. It's legit, genuine. So I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I know you guys have been looking forward to this. We got to get to the fan questions because they've been pouring in all week. So can we answer some of them? Is that all right?
Let's do this.
All right, first up, this is for you, Nicholas. We haven't forgotten about you. This is from Dementia V. She wants to know, what made you decide to write Safe Haven?
Safe Haven was a story that really added a second theme to a love story. I wanted to write a story that added an element of danger, and when you're thinking of adding an element of danger, you can either do a dangerous person, a dangerous place, or a dangerous thing. And I decided to go with, let's say, a dangerous person, so to speak. And to me, it made the story come alive, but it was also very tricky to pull off, because what you want to do in the novel is create this chemistry between the characters and you have them fall in love. And we had exactly the same challenge in the film. And that was one of the reasons why I really loved working with Josh and Julianne. And it's what I think fans are going to see, is they're really going to see the chemistry, this love story, and then this sense of danger that grows and grows. And by the end of the film, we really think that people are going to be on the edge of their seats and they're going to remember the film for a long time.
Absolutely. This next one comes from Jen R. It's for both of you, Julianne and Josh. Before filming Safe Haven or even reading the book, what was your favorite Nicholas Sparks movie and book? And then she wants to know why.
Ooh. Well, A Walk to Remember was maybe my favorite movie and book at the time, but Bend in the Road was my favorite book because it was very sexy, and like it was the first time I'd ever read anything kind of sensual. And I was probably like 13 or 14. I was like, oh my gosh.
Is it okay to read this?
Yeah. And I hid it from my LDS father because I was like, ooh, 13 years old, 14 years old.
Was there any kind of a rating restriction on those books?
There
Do you feel any responsibility for that?
Yes, Nicholas. Feel free to chime in.
Yeah.
No, he encourages this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I think it's...
No, if you're going to ask me, mine
What was your favorite book, Josh?
Mine, I just learned how to read.
Oh, really?
So yeah, Safe Haven would be my favorite Nicholas Sparks book. But I got to go with Notebook. I thought that was just incredible. It's one of those movies that you're going to look back on and it's just going to hold up over time, and that's what I think. When I think of Nicholas Sparks, that's the first one that I think of.
Yeah.
And Ryan and Rachel were just incredible in that movie, and that would be my answer.
Did you cry?
I did cry.
How can you not?
Yeah, I think we all lost it.
Did you cry?
I did. Oh, are you kidding me? I still lose it when I watch it.
You cry when you watch Dumb and Dumber, don't you?
I cry when I watch E! News. It's weird. It's
Me too. Especially last week.
Right. All right, we got to keep going with some more questions. You guys, of course, keep them. I know they've been coming in. We're going to get back to some of them in just a moment. But right now, something we've been waiting for a long time. Can we take a look, please, at the never-before-seen trailer for Safe Haven? It is opening in theaters this February, not too far away. Check it out.
You seen this woman?
I don't think so.
Stop the bus, Boston PD!
How you liking Southport?
It's definitely a change of pace.
From what?
Somewhere I don't really want to go back to.
It's usually just a pit stop for most people.
I like it here.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
If I could, maybe I'd give you my world.
Did you leave this outside my house last night?
It was just sitting in my shed. I see you walking every day. It's perfect for you.
I appreciate it, but I can't take it.
All right.
Why won't you let him get to know you?
I've had things happen to me in the past.
Open up, everything's waiting for you.
Did you hear about his wife? She passed away a few years ago.
Okay, maybe I overreacted.
Would you like to go canoeing with me?
Canoeing? I like to go canoeing.
You can go your own way.
Does it get better?
Just focusing on the kids. And today, with you, this feels like the first time I've looked up.
I'm happy here with you.
Yeah?
Detective Tierney, do you know this woman?
Katie, he's here.
I've got to get out of here.
Just tell me the truth.
It's everything that I was afraid of. He's gonna find me.
If you're in some kind of trouble, we can fix this. Katie! I love you, and I can't let you go. There's no safer place for you than here with me. Sounded great.
No, that is a trailer, my friends. It's got to be cool to see that you guys put so much into it, and you finished not too long ago, and it's coming together.
Yeah.
It felt, this is one of those movies that felt really good while we're shooting it. Lasse Hallström is just, like I said, he's just an incredible person. And I think that the types of films directors make reflect the type of people that they are. Mm-hmm. And his films always have a certain amount of breeziness to them, but an incredible amount of heart. And that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do this movie, is because I knew that with Lasse and with Nicholas and with Julianne, that we would avoid the, I don't know, it would be something grounded and something real, and it wouldn't just be your cliche love story.
And maybe I could talk to Nicholas, pull some strings, and we can get some more footage, because people want to see more of the trailer already. The comments are pouring in, Nicholas.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get back to fan questions, because I know we only got to a few, but the first one is for you, Nicholas. It's from Pam L., and she wants to know, what makes Josh and Julianne the perfect actors to portray these wonderful characters?
Be nice.
Yes.
Extremely.
Yeah, it's really fun when you go through the casting process. Once Josh was the first selection, and we just thought that he had this. He mentioned grounding. It's grounding, but he had an ability to really add a lot of depth to the character, because that's really what this Alex character needed. You didn't want this steady person. You wanted someone who could really bring this character alive. So once you have Josh, well, then you start going through, and you're auditioning a lot of different actresses, and you go through it. And what you're looking for is this really magical thing on camera called chemistry. And it's funny, if you're me and I'm looking at the tapes and I'm talking to the other producers, you kind of look at the way their eyes sparkle and the way they look, or how they sit together, and how they interact. Because if you can get this magical thing called chemistry, you can do this wonderful, wonderful film, and everyone will really believe the love story. And that, of course, is what you want to do, because after that, then we spin the story in another direction. So it was Josh first, and then Julianne came in, and we were looking for someone who can really play a mysterious character well. Someone's holding this secret, but then comes very much alive and kind of finds her way in this small town. So you put the two together, throw in some chemistry, and it was a pretty obvious selection in the end.
And I got a lot of secrets, so
Oh, yeah? Did his eyes sparkle, Julianne? Did you see that?
Oh, beyond. It was like Mr. Clean had just cleaned his eyes.
It's from the drinking?
Yeah.
All right, next question is from Ryan on M. Josh and Julianne, did you have to do anything special to try and fit the characteristics of your characters' personalities? Maybe like train, or did it come naturally?
Go ahead.
Well, Marty Bowen, the wonderful Marty Bowen, who is one of the producers on this movie, calls me up a few weeks before and says, by the way, you're going to be shirtless on the beach. I was like, of course I'm going to be shirtless on the beach.
Were you
that's one thing. I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. But that if you're talking training in that way, yeah, we had to, we both knew that was coming. So cut back in the donuts. But truly for me, this was a guy who, like Nicholas says, I needed to have, I just wanted him to be a guy who'd been through a lot. He'd been through a lot. Both of these characters have been through a lot of hurt and and this isn't a sort of love story where two young loves come together. These are two people that have been through some stuff. And so I literally just sat and thought and wrote and just thought about what this character would have gone through, having lost his wife and having to raise these two kids on his own. And that's really what I did. And being in North Carolina on the beach like that is a great place to do it. I don't know if you've been to North Carolina, but those beaches are incredible.
It's the best. Yep.
So, that's what I did. I did a lot of thinking and a lot of writing.
Yeah, and then for me...
A lot of sit-ups when I found out.
When you found out?
Yeah, and for me... It's hard to play somebody who's guarded and still be interesting. Mm-hmm. So I think that was my biggest challenge is, trying to portray that she's guarded and she's a little nervous and not willing to open up to anybody. But at the same time, still interesting to watch, so she's not so boring. So...
You can't be boring.
Oh,
I agree.
So a lot, it goes back to, like, figuring out who she is and what she went through before, the novel or the movie even began, and finding little ways to portray that and still be great. But the physical aspect, I guess you could say, my first week of shooting was a lot of running and in bare feet on gravel with I don't know if I'm giving too much away, but with a lot of corn syrup
Whoa.
on my
What
hands.
does that mean?
So a lot of running. Marty Bowen, the producer, said that I could have been a really good track and field girl because I'm fast.
Well,
Yeah?
I mean,
A sprinter. So.
All right. I like it.
she could squat both of us.
Now, that'd be a good,
Got some
be a
muscle.
good visual. We got one more coming in.
Maybe inappropriate.
Did you see how I moved right past that? We had another question. Let's just move on from that. This one's for you, Nicholas. It's from Safe Haven XOXO. And they want to know, what's your connection with North Carolina? We know you live there.
Yeah, well, I live here. I've been here for 20 years, and North Carolina is a beautiful state. It's flat with these slow-moving rivers and these old gnarled oaks. They're draped in Spanish moss, and you've got the coast and the beaches, and so it's really geographically pretty, but it's a very interesting state in that all of the big cities in North Carolina are far from the coast. So as you move toward the coast, you're just left with these little small towns like Southport. And you go to Southport and you walk in and you're like, this is just the cutest, quaintest little town. Why does nobody live here? And it's just the way that this state has happened to have grown. So as Josh has said, you have these very unspoiled beauties. So if I'm trying to create a specific scene let's say characters are falling in love or they're arguing or whatever, it's very easy for me to visualize what setting will help to amplify this scene. What should be? Should we, put Josh and Julianne out in a canoe on a beautiful day, just as they're really getting to know each other, and it's quiet and it's gorgeous, and they have time to think and get to know each other. So it's very easy for me to find places like that around here.
It wouldn't have had the same effect in Durham.
No. Couldn't have pulled it off there?
No.
We got a lot of the same questions from people who were big fans of the books, and this book specifically, and they wanted to know, does the storyline in this movie stay true to the book?
Is that a question for us or for Nicholas? What do you think?
It says Josh and Julianne. It's from Tandy T. I mean, anybody can take it. Open floor.
I mean, anytime you're adapting a book to film, there's going to be differences for sure.
Yeah.
And Nicholas is a part of adapting that, so I don't think we're offending him in any way by saying it changes. But ultimately, this story has to play out on film, and you can't get as descriptive. You can't. You can't have all of the things that you can imagine in a book. So I think that, he and Lasse and Marty and everybody did a great job of sort of taking what this story was and making it even better in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And it was similar, but better for I think in a lot of good ways. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm conducting.
Hopping in, I can say it's as close as any of the novels that have been adapted to film. If you look at Alex in the film, Josh plays the same kind of Alex that was in the book. If you look at the Katie that was in the book, and Julianne plays that Katie, and she does it incredibly well. So if the characters are the same, and the overall arc of the story is the same, and a lot of the secondary characters are the same, yeah, look, if you like the book, you'll love the movie. It's just that way. If you've never read the book, you'll love the movie. And then go buy the book. But what can you say? They did a wonderful job.
And I think we got 2 more questions for you, Nicholas. This one coming in. Do you make a cameo in the movie?
A
No.
lot of the B-roll
cameos.
behind the scenes probably on the DVD
So
eventually.
DVD extras.
I'm sure,
okay.
yeah.
All right. I got that. And the last one.
Yeah, DVD extra.
Well, this one will go out to you as well, Nicholas. One final question, and if we could just roll up. This is from Army S. She wants to know what's coming up for you after this film, because we know you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, we've got, let's see, another film. I've got another film that's probably going to start filming this spring, based on another one of my novels, The Best of Me. I've got 3 television shows in production. I just finished another novel that'll be out next fall. Doing some Broadway stuff, just
some Broadway stuff.
A little handful of things that are amazing.
I want to be in the Broadway adaptation of Safe Haven. I've been working on my vocals.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll probably... You're going to have to sing, baby. Sing.
And you guys are crazy busy as well. I know we were talking a little bit before we started this. What's next for you? You're not filming right now, but you've got things in the pipeline.
Yeah, I'm not filming right now, just kind of... I guess trying to be strategically good at the next project that I do. But yeah, I'm attached to a couple of films, and my brother and I are actually, creating and developing some things at the moment.
Is that the one you told me about?
Yes.
Ooh, it's cool.
Yes.
But he can't say anything.
No.
But it's not what I think people would expect it as a scripted drama. So we're developing. It's still in the early stages, but I'm like super passionate, and I mean, there's a lot of fun things. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about. I don't know. I might have to get back to you about one other thing.
Me,
I know there's a lot of. Let's just say, 2013 is going to be a very exciting and fulfilling year for me. Not just in the film world, but for.
Are you expecting?
No,
and you heard it here live on Facebook.
No, but for like charity work that I'm doing and stuff like that. So.
Well, good for you, because 2012 wasn't so bad either for you.
No,
it was.
It's really
great,
cool to see.
So.
And you, my friend?
2016 is going to be off the hook.
Off the rocker.
I've got a lot similar to what she's doing, developing some stuff. I have a movie coming out called Scenic Route, which I really love.
I'm excited
really excited
to see.
about. I have a mohawk, which I wish I could have a mohawk all the time. I felt so cool.
Yeah.
So it's just been a really fun year, and personally, life couldn't be better, and I just feel very lucky to be working and happy.
Absolutely. Well, before we go, I'm going to call an audible, because apparently we're getting a lot of requests to see the trailer one more time.
Oh, good.
That's only a good thing. So let's roll it one last time before we go.
You seen this woman?
I don't think so.
Stop the bus, Boston PD!
How you liking Southport?
It's definitely a change of pace.
From what?
Somewhere I don't really want to go back to.
It's usually just a pit stop for most people.
I like it here.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
If I could, maybe I'd give you my world.
Did you leave this outside my house last night?
It was just sitting in my shed. I see you walking every day. It's perfect for you.
I appreciate it, but I can't take it.
All right.
Why won't you let him get to know you?
I've had things happen to me in the past.
Open up, everything's waiting for you.
Did you hear about his wife? She passed away a few years ago.
Okay, maybe I overreacted.
Would you like to go canoeing with me?
Canoeing? I like to go canoeing.
You can go your own way.
Does it get better?
Just focusing on the kids. And today, with you, this feels like the first time I've looked up.
I'm happy here with you.
Yeah?
Detective Tierney, do you know this woman?
Katie, he's here.
I've got to get out of here.
Just tell me the truth.
It's everything that I was afraid of. He's gonna find me.
If you're in some kind of trouble, we can fix this. Katie! I love you, but I can't let you go. There's no safer place for you than here with me.
At your request, another look there at the Safe Haven trailer. More questions coming to you guys and to Nicholas. This one from Ruby C. Nicholas. She wants to know, what was the best memory while filming this movie?
Best for me or Nicholas?
That's easy.
Josh wants this. Josh is taking this. All right, Josh, you first then.
I mean, where do we begin, Huff?
I know.
Like we could start with DJ Hallström.
Yes.
The beach. She cooked dinner for everybody one night.
What'd you make?
Mexican.
That was what. Remember, Fergs was there, and
Yeah.
you guys made up your little like crusted fish thing.
Yes, we put.
ran out of crust
yeah.
and
we put we crunched up tortilla chips and crusted the fish with that. That was Ferg's idea.
You're a serious
actually.
cook, aren't you?
I'm actually not serious while cooking though.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's fine.
but-
As long as the food's good, and it
It
was
is
good,
good.
right, Josh?
we showed up about a half an hour early because we had nothing else to do. And she's like, I just got up from my nap. You guys can go walk on the beach. We're like, no, we're good. We'll hang out.
So they helped.
Were you able to partake in the food, Nicholas?
No.
No. You know,
Let's be honest.
unfortunately.
We wish.
No, but for me, it's meeting the people involved in the film. It's touching base with old friends, both Lasse, Hallström, and Marty Bowen, and it's making new friends. It's meeting Josh, Julianne. I spent a lot of time with Julianne's mother, which was great.
Yeah,
And
she
it's
came
just
on
meeting
set.
wonderful people associated with the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
we gotta-
always the most meaningful part for me.
We got to talk about DJ Hallström.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought I was pretty cool because I had this new jam box, so I would play my music on just my little shoulder,
that little thing?
the little
Yeah.
jam box, and Philip Phillips' "Home" was
Yeah.
our theme song of the movie. So I thought I was pretty cool, but then Lasse just took it to a whole new level. He would sit in his car and he had the monitor out the window, and he would be blasting music in between takes, and a lot of ABBA came out of that.
Oh, really?
But then he'd have these modern day songs. He's like, "Oh, my daughter put it on there."
Like Metallica,
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
He's turning it off real quick.
So
He's
cute.
the worst and the best DJ I've ever heard.
Yeah, the most one opposite end of the spectrum. Yeah.
We got a
Like-
question in from Maddie W. This is for Josh and Julianne. She wants to know, what was your favorite thing or place to go while you were in Southport?
Ooh. Fishy Fishy was a local hangout. Loco Joe's was really good. We kind of found that towards the end of the shooting, though.
Uncle Joe's. What was the breakfast place? Was it Tanya? No.
Oh, yeah. You used to go there all the time.
I'm a big breakfast fan. I get up early and I go to breakfast, and so I have to find a good breakfast place. Locals was good, and there's another. I want to say Tanya. Oh, they're
the
going to kill
beach, though. I was staying on. What island was I staying on?
Oak Island.
Oak Island.
Yeah.
I was staying on Oak Island, and every morning I would get up with my dogs and run up and down the beach and play. And my family came to visit, so we would go everywhere. It's a very
Yeah.
small town, so we got to see a lot of it.
I had a whole setup on the beach. I went and bought one of the cabanas. I had a cooler. I had a bodyboard and a football, and I brought my and I would just leave it there because you can leave the stuff there. I'd
Nobody
go
moves
work all
anything.
week, come back the
Everybody's
next weekend. It's all sitting there. I just go,
That doesn't
hang out at the
happen
beach.
anywhere else.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
And Mademoiselle wants to know, this is for Josh, how was acting with Mimi and Noah?
Oh, I miss those two. Mimi and Noah were really, really great kids, and it was important to me that, because that's what this character was really about. He's a father first until he meets this one, and
Me.
and so Mimi, Noah he's actually from Atlanta, I believe, right? Yeah, and Mimi was from Raleigh. So I called her mother or her parents a couple weeks before, had them see if they wanted to come and we could meet and hang out, and they drove 2.5, 3 hours down from Raleigh, and we just went and had a picnic on the beach, and I got to meet them a little bit because I knew that, once we started shooting, that was it. So as much as well as they could know me and as well as I could know them, the better off we were in the film.
But he was so great though, because the first day they ever met. Like, they were body surfing
Yeah.
and playing in the waves and pictures and
Yeah.
making sandcastles and everything. So, I mean, she's the coolest little girl ever.
Yeah.
I mean, so smart, so on her thing.
Yeah.
Like, I always say that if I don't have children like her.
Yeah. And they're
No, I'm
both
just kidding.
fantastic in the movie too,
Yeah.
from what I hear. I haven't
And
seen it
Noah,
yet.
I'm actually really excited for his movie that's coming out in December.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good in that. What is that one? Playing for Keeps? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyways.
Nicholas,
Side note.
this is for you. Christina M. She's dying to know, what was your favorite book of all time?
Ooh.
It's a good question.
I think I know the answer to this. I know the author at least.
What is it?
Who
I
is
know
it,
the author.
Josh?
Can I guess the author? Stephen King.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all I know.
Yep. Yeah, I like the collected works of. I like the collected works of Stephen King. I just think Stephen King. I think he's just the best overall writer that the U.S. has ever produced. Quite frankly, I mean, he's just got such breadth and depth. So for me, it's hard to single out one particular book. You might say The Stand, I thought, was a terrific epic, but The Green Mile was a wonderful serial novel, and it's just, to me, staggering the talent he's shown over such an extended period of time in so many different forms of writing, whether it's short stories or novellas or regular novels or epic novels or serialized novels or just... Yeah, the guy can do things that no other writer has ever been able to do. So that's the one I'll go with.
Nice. Brooklyn wants to know, this is for Josh and Julianne. We kind of already answered this, so I'll add to it. What was it like working with each other? It was horrible, it seems,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
from what we've taken away. But maybe what was the first day like shooting? I'm always curious what they make you do the first day. Like, how you do jump right into this project.
Was the first day the canoe?
The first day was well, she'd been working for a couple of weeks, so
Yeah.
I come in. I was supposed to be the guy who'd been on the project for a long time, and then she comes in, gets 2 weeks of prep, knows the crew. I come in like the first couple of days
The
on
new guy.
any movie is nerve-wracking because you don't know anybody yet, and so
And I had already gotten to know everybody.
and so the first scene was the canoe. It was like our first date scene.
Yeah.
So I guess the nerves probably worked in my favor. Hopefully,
I think they did.
we'll see.
All right, Nicholas. This is one coming in saying, do you hear music in your head when you write your books? That's from Wicked Renter. It's an interesting question. And
No, I
voices.
do not. No, when I write... No, I generally put on the television and I play movies that I've seen or many times before, or television series that I've seen many times before, because I'm really just putting it on for the background noise. And if it's something I haven't seen before, I'll get stuck watching it, which I don't want to do. I'm supposed to be writing. So I put on, maybe an old episodes of Seinfeld, for instance, or I watch House. I just put it on, then there's that noise in the background, and that's what I write to. And that's the way every writer has a different way to do it.
What about when you guys are getting ready to do a scene? I mean, how do you get into that prep mode? Do you have to be by yourself, or are you jamming music, or?
It depends what kind of scene it is, but I'm definitely a music person, so I have my headphones and
David
I
was
listen.
too.
Yeah,
David is a big
yeah.
music. I don't really listen to music when I don't know.
You just go right into it?
I don't know. I just don't ever. I'm too lazy to maybe download music and like go through the whole process. I don't know. The answer would be no, that I don't.
Nothing?
No, I have,
Yeah.
and it can help for
Yeah.
sure.
David definitely did though.
Yeah.
Like, he had his headphones in all the time. But that's understandable. I'm going to give stuff away. But
No, he was. Yeah,
But he was the whole time.
Yeah.
And intense music.
Yeah.
We got one final question. I've probably said it's the final question 3 or 4 times, but I think this is it. It's for Josh and Julianne. Sarah S. wants to know, what's everyone's favorite scene in the movie? We'll start with you. We'll end with Nicholas.
What's my favorite scene? Oh my gosh, that's like...
It's like picking a child, your favorite child.
My favorite child, my favorite dog, my favorite scene. Oh my gosh.
gonna let
You know what I really love? I can't do that. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, that just made my stomach hurt. I would say what was really fun. Remember the diner scene?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was like the worst and best day of my life. The worst because I had to like improvise. A lot of the movie was improvised, so I had to improvise about something that I had no idea about. And like it was like a 25-minute long scene. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But
it cuts way less than 25 minutes.
It does. But then, like one of the most memorable, fun parts was when we have a little romantic moment in the diner, and it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Is that a love scene, or you can't say?
It's not a love scene, but it's a sweet moment. It's got a little.
It's my moment to shine. Okay. Really, you'll see.
And you shined.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think I impressed her.
He did.
What about you? Do you have a favorite scene, Josh?
For me, I would have to say that was probably one of the most fun times that I had on that. We'll just call it the dance.
Yeah, it's a dance.
But one that I felt really good about was the actual breakup scene. Felt really good.
Yeah.
It felt like it was supposed to. Mm-hmm. It wasn't any fun to shoot, but it's one of those scenes that, you know, you really have to. You're anticipating it for days or weeks in advance, knowing that it's coming, and you just want to be able to deliver what that scene is supposed to for the movie. And it felt like it felt really good.
Yeah.
That one of the scenes too. Another improvised moment was when, like, Katie just talks about something that went on in her life in the past with Alex's character, and that one was very fulfilling for me at the very end of it, because it was very personal and emotional, and it was all just from the heart. So it's one of my most happy, fulfilling moments of the movie.
Final word goes to you, Nicholas. What was the favorite scene?
Yeah, he's seen the movie. We haven't.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm going to go with the parade.
Really?
I think that when everybody sees the parade, you see the way you two are, and it's just so nice, and you're just, that part of you is happy, and then there's that and it just twists and turns and moves you in a great direction. And that's, to me, is what good films do, is they, just when you think you have it figured out, it shifts you into something new, which is equally intense, and it keeps you on edge.
Was it my dancing? Because I danced in that scene as well.
Really?
By the way, yeah.
Got some moves?
Now that I think about it, I danced a lot more than I probably should have in this movie.
Fergie told you how to dance, right?
Yeah, she told me how, but I didn't really retain any of it.
Nice. Well, all this talk of the movie, I can't wait to see it. It's in theaters in February. We're going to show you the trailer one more time. But Nicholas, all the way out in North Carolina, thank you so much. Congratulations on another job well done with Safe Haven. And, of course, Josh and Julianne, we appreciate you being here. And thank you guys for all the great questions. I'm Jason Kennedy. We're going to have more on E! News tomorrow from the film. We leave you again, like I said, with a trailer for Safe Haven. Have a good night, guys.
Give it up for Jason Kennedy, everybody. Woo-hoo!
Thank you. Bye.
You seen this woman?
I don't think so.
Stop the bus, Boston PD!
How you liking Southport?
It's definitely a change of pace.
From what?
Somewhere I don't really want to go back to.
It's usually just a pit stop for most people.
I like it here.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
If I could, maybe I'd give you my world.
Did you leave this outside my house last night?
It was just sitting in my shed. I see you walking every day. It's perfect for you.
I appreciate it, but I can't take it.
All right.
Why won't you let him get to know you?
I've had things happen to me in the past.
Open up, everything's waiting for you.
Did you hear about his wife? She passed away a few years ago.
Okay, maybe I overreacted.
Would you like to go canoeing with me?
Canoeing?
I like to go canoeing.
You can go your own way.
Does it get better?
Just focusing on the kids. And today, with you, this feels like the first time I've looked up.
I'm happy here with you.
Yeah?
Detective Tierney, do you know this woman?
Katie, he's here.
I've got to get out of here.
Just tell me the truth.
It's everything that I was afraid of. He's gonna find me.
If you're in some kind of trouble, we can fix this. Katie! Katie! I love you, and I can't let you go. There's no safer place for you than here with me.